Mr. Williams, do you have a lawyer today? What do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? What do you do for a living? You're a welder. How much money do you make a month? Welders make a lot of money. Sorry?
That's imaginary.
What's imaginary? Okay, and that doesn't sound imaginary to me.
Is this a court of record?
In a manner of speaking, when we're on the record, it's a court of record.
For the record, say that I reserve all my rights for UCC 1-308,
Okay,
and I don't waive that never.
okay, great. But you need a lawyer to represent you. You're charged with driving while your license is suspended.
I object, Your Honor. I was exercising my amendment rights to travel.
Okay, well, you still need a license to travel, to convey, to drive,
License
to,
transfers my rights to privileges. I'm not a 14th Amendment citizen. I'm American
well,
citizen.
how does that apply if you try to reserve all your rights and now you're not a 14th Amendment citizen?
Exactly.
Those are two contrary to each other.
No.
Sure they are.
Before the ratification, my rights is reserved before they were usurped to be privileges and for the state, which is a fictitious entity, and I being a common man of natural law, natural law, does not have jurisdiction to choose to make me pay any fines or criminal or anything like that. When I am exercising my right as a human, as a man, common law.
Okay.
So I brought my affidavit of fact to be filed to dismiss this case and have all the stenography conveyed to me. And all the rights that was deprived for 18 USC 241 and 242. Returned to the defendant, Andrew Morgan.
So,
So that Andrew Morgan Williams can go about his private life and also his right to liberty, freedom, and justice.
great. So, Mr. Williams, does Mr. Williams have a license to drive?
I object, a license does not make me applicable to travel.
Okay, you can object. And it will be duly noted, but as a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to drive if you don't have a valid license and insurance in your name. I'm well within my right to place those restrictions on you. So if
I object.
you can,
Okay.
but I'm still placing them on you.
Does your delegation come from Congress?
Okay,
Does your delegation of authority come from Congress?
okay. I'm placing on you now these conditions. Please do not drive. If I find that you do, Mr. Williams, I will revoke your bond and I'm going to put you in jail. I understand that you would object to that, but I'm still within my right to do that. So if you want to drive, you need a license, you need insurance, and then I will happily take this restriction
The
off.
defendant, Andrew Morgan Williams, did in fact have the document that you required him to have, and whatever reason,
Oh, hold on. Does Mr. Williams have a license to drive? Hey, you are Mr. Williams, correct?
Representative.
So are you not Mr. Williams then?
I am Andrew Morgan Williams, not
Okay.
a fictitious
So-
entity. I am the living, breathing man.
Great.
On this docket?
Hold on. Look, I've got a bunch of work to do. I have a ton of people that I still need to talk to. So I'm happy to, if you want to, I'll talk to you. Let me smooth everything out with everybody else, and then I'm happy to talk to you more. But I'm going to place this restriction on you regardless. It's what I do on every person when they're charged with a suspended license case. We just ask, order them, please do not drive unless you have a license. They've checked you in the DPS system. The system shows that your license is not eligible, so you're not allowed to drive. You're not allowed to convey. You're not allowed to travel by means of driving a car. If you want to take the Dodge Patas anywhere, you can do that. You can be a passenger in a car, but don't drive a car. If you do, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail.
My consumer goods, which I locomote and move, is not what you are definition of.
You can try to justify however you want. It really, you can, and but at the end of the day, if I find that you drive, it's just really not going to go well. That's it. I have a lot of people that try to use the same verbiage, the same justification, but at the end of the day, if you're in a car, you're driving, whether it's for commercial, whether it's for residential, whether it's for personal, whether it's for private, whether it's for going to see Bambi or whatever it may be, you're still under the jurisdiction of the laws of the state, of the county, and I'm asking you, please don't drive. You need a lawyer to represent you, unless you want to choose to represent yourself, which you can always do. So if you want to do that, I have to have what's called a Feretta hearing. So if you want to give me a little bit of time, let me talk to other people. I've got a lot of bond violations. Sorry?
I need to get to work.
Okay, just do not drive.
Can I have the?
Do you understand?
Stenographic records conveyed to me, please, pertaining to this case?
I don't have any stenographic records pertaining to this case.
Is there? Is it not a court of record then? It's operating under the call of law.
Do you mind filing those conditions, please?
Yes.
This is an affidavit that you're going to promise me today that you're not going to drive, Mr. Williams. If you do, like I said, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. We will give you time to either hire a lawyer. If you'd like to, you can also represent yourself. But like I said, we have to have a hearing to see whether you should. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, as with everything in life. So let me have you sign this promise. I'm going to have you take a seat and, well, we don't have any more room. Where do you want to? I'm going to have bond conditions created for you to sign. Once you sign at that point, you'll be free to go. Okay?
Right.
Please.
That's for now.
So no, you're right. No driving without valid license and insurance.